Ayun. Okay, and we are now live. Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Just Answers. Today we are here talking about this topic over here: remote versus freelancing work. Yung mga differences between these two. Now, if you can hear me and if you can see me, please say hi. Please say good evening in the comment section down below. Let me know where you're watching from. And for those of you that aren't familiar with our Just Answers series, what we do is every week we just spend a few minutes answering a question about freelancing. And if you have any questions that you want to be answered, let me know in the comment section down below so that we can answer them in a future episode. Then, hello, good evening, Angela. See, Angela. Good evening. So we're talking about this topic today, yung mga differences between remote and freelancing work, because a lot of people get these two confused because they're not really the same. Usually, when we think of remote work, we think when we think of yung term na remote work and freelancing work, we use them the same way. Pero actually, iba sila. They're different. There are some differences between these two, and that's what I'm gonna cover today. Okay, that's what I'm gonna cover today. Hello Roxy, hello Karina, hello Aubrey, hello Joanne from Bacoor, hello Mel, good evening. So yeah, we're just covering this topic today. We're gonna be discussing the differences between remote and freelancing work. Yung mga remote jobs, tinatawag natin mga remote jobs or mga freelancing jobs, they're not the same. They have their own differences talaga. So just reminding everyone once again, if you have any other questions you want to be answered in our weekly series, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know, type it in the comment section. We're just going to spend mga 10 minutes siguro talking about this topic. So again, we can address this question. Hello Albina, hello Sylvie, hello Eve, hello Melrose, Joanne, thank you for joining us this evening. How are you guys doing? Okay, so let's talk about remote work and freelancing work. Actually, yung freelancing work, pwede siya remote work. Makategorize siya as remote work. Pero not all remote work is freelancing work. And there are yung mga remote jobs na tinatawag natin. Usually, when we say, diba, in the VA bootcamp, we use the term work from home a lot, right? We use the term work from home, and we're usually referring to freelancing. Pero actually, may work from home naman ngayon. That's not freelancing. These are the remote jobs. These are the jobs that can be done from home na hindi ka freelancer. Sige, so let me kind of differentiate these two. So, yung mga remote work na hindi freelancing, yung mga remote jobs, what this means is that you have full-time work at a company. Okay? You have full-time work at a company, and then you're employed. You're legally employed. So you have an employment contract with the company. And then usually you have shifts. Like you're working mga 8 to 5, mga ganun. And yung work is evaluated. You have a supervisor. You have fixed working hours. Hindi siya flexi time most of the time. And may rest days ka. You have regular salary. You have benefits and so on. So this is remote work. Yung mga work from home, especially nowadays that we have the pandemic going on, we're seeing a lot of this remote work. We're seeing a lot of these traditionally mga office na work which can be done from home. Who can identify some mga traditional office work na ngayon pwede na gawin from home as long as you have internet. So this is yung mga remote work. Iba to sa freelancing. Yung mga remote work, yung mga call center agents, diba? Marami mga call center agents ngayon that are working from home, diba? So they're doing remote work, they're working from home. Yung mga ESL teachers, they're employed by a company. So hindi sila freelancer kasi employed ka full-time. Employed ka and you have yung fixed salary, fixed benefits, fixed hours, fixed days off, fixed lahat. Pero sa freelancing, it's different. Iba sa freelancing. When we say freelancing, freelance work, it means na you're self-employed. Okay, you're self-employed. You are your own boss. Wala kang supervisor. Yes, you work with clients, pero wala kang supervisor. Wala kang boss. you are self-employed and you can work with one client, you can work with two clients, you can work with multiple clients when you are doing freelancing. Okay? And your schedule can be fixed. Minsan may fixed. You can be doing fixed freelance work. Pero a lot of the times, there's flexible work. Okay? Yung flexible, meaning, ikaw na bahala. You have autonomy on the decisions you're gonna make regarding the tasks. You can make the decisions when mo gawin yung trabaho, as long as, of course, matatapos mo siya by the deadline, di ba? Grabe naman if kahit saan mo i-pass, di ba? Pero you can, as long as usually you have a deadline, and ikaw na bahala when you're gonna do it, how you're going to do the work. Wala kang shift, wala kang specific days off. It's really up to you. So self-employed, meaning you're performing a service for clients. You're performing services for businesses. Versus mga remote work, yung mga work from home na fully employed ka, na you have yun, fixed ka talaga, diba? Fixed schedule, fixed salary, fixed ways of doing things, gawin mo yung trabaho. It has to be in a certain way, diba? Freelancing is not like that. Okay, you have more, like I said, you have more autonomy, you have more decision making, and your income can vary from month to month. Hindi siya fixed because you're not fully employed. Your income can go up, it can go down, it's not as stable, pero most of the time, I'd say like most of the time, you're actually earning more money. So your income can vary, it can go up, it can go down, pero it's usually higher than what you would get working in a remote job. Okay? When you're doing freelancing, ikaw din bala, you can work as little as you want, you can work as much as you want. So if you have kids, if you have family, if you have other things to do, if may bakang business, you can just take on a little bit of work. When you're self-employed, usually you work when you're fully employed as a remote worker, usually you work 8 hours, diba? Pero when you're self-employed, it's up to you. Of course, when you work less, you earn less. You can work more if you want to earn more then. So you have that flexibility there. So yeah. Questions? Does any questions ba kayo guys regarding this and that we can answer? I see mga shout out. I'll shout out mamaya. So examples of freelance jobs, diba? So remote work, yung mga common remote work, we see mga call center agents who are working from home right now, mga ESL teachers who are fully employed by an employer and they're working from home. Pero mga freelance jobs, freelance work, there are graphics designers, mga web developers, mga writers, mga virtual assistants, mga writers, video editors, social media managers. These are the very common freelance work. And yes, this can also be remote work, pero yung freelance work, yung kaibahan lang dito is that you can take multiple clients, more than one. You can work with more than one company, meaning you can take multiple clients. You can work as little or as much as you want, and wala kang schedule. It really is up to you. So you are self-employed. You're not employed by a company. Alright, so that's the main difference over there between yung full-time remote work and yung freelance work. And para sa'yo, which would you prefer? Would you prefer to be employed by a local company and then just work from home? Na may fixed salary, may fixed benefits, fixed time, fixed off, fixed that? Or would you prefer to do freelance work na you're self-employed, variable yung earnings mo, variable yung hours mo, variable yung schedule mo? Which one? Let me know, remote or freelance. Let me know in the comment section down below whether you choose remote or freelance work. Okay? So it's up to you which one you want to choose. Diba, may pros and cons. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. And if this is your first time hearing about yung freelance work and you want to check it out, I recommend you check out our free course. May free course tayo, freevacourse.com. Just go to that website so that you can check out our free course. That will teach you the basics of how to start this freelancing work. Alright, daming mga pa-shout out dito. Hello, Manzano, Lizelle. Hello, Jonah. Den, hello. Andres, good evening. And good evening. Sherry, good evening. Axel, what's up? Flip Ganda, what's up? Doris, nagpa-shout out. Hello, Doris. Narben from Zamboanga, hello. Meng, Anay Bad, hello. Jane, Axel, goatee. Oh, pag-goatee ka din. Axel, don't worry. Ano ka lang? Shave ka lang. Anibad, nag-apply ako but wala pang ng email. Anong plat? Oh, Axel's helping out. Thank you, Axel, there. Thank you so much. Now I know. Good to hear. Good to hear. Glad you were enlightened. Freelance, sabi ni Eve. Sherry can be both. If I manage naman the time, why not, diba? Pwede naman. Kung kaya, diba? Kung kaya mong gawin, why not, right? Best of both worlds. Si Anaybad, freelance. Carmela, freelance. Ange, freelance. Robin, freelance. Mary Joy, freelance din now. Hello, Becky from Cebu. Michael, freelance. What are the requirements to be a freelancer? Check out our free course. Jonas, we're not covering it tonight. Baka we can cover it in separate topic, separate discussion. Nat, freelance now. How po? Thank you, Isabella, for giving the website. Mel, choose freelance. Thanks for Jason for shedding light about remote and freelance work. You're welcome. Liza, shout. Ano to? Radio station. May pa shout out. Hello, Liza. You seriously shifted from remote to freelance and more freedom and autonomy of being freelance. Right? Yan, Doris. Freelance. Sabi ni Axel, I like the flexibility. Only problem is I tend to procrastinate kapag walang timer. Like now, I'm supposed to write an ad for this EMS app tuner for the UK kaso nakita ko yung notification sa FB. And I'm watching this video instead of magsulat ng sales copy. Magsulat ka na, Axel. Go back to work. Thanks for the motivation, Alden, sabi niya. You're welcome. Siri, hello from Parañaque. Hello from Cebu din. Alright guys, I hope that enlightened you. Check out freevacourse.com if you want to learn more about it. If your question is how po, check out freevacourse.com. And I choose freelance work because yung freedom. You have more freedom sa schedule, sa gawin mong trabaho, sa income mo. So, para sa akin, freelance work. Pero the choice is really up to you. Thank you guys for your time. And don't forget, we do have our webinar this Saturday at 8 p.m. We're talking about Photoshop Essentials. That's at 8 p.m. this Saturday. I hope to see you there. It's 8 p.m. this Saturday. Alright guys. Meron pang pa-shout. Can I still do freelance job? Yes, you can, Jackie, on the side. Pwede naman. Yung ginawa. That's what I did nung umpisa. Isabella, Vanessa, shout out. Hello, good evening. From Cebu, from malapit lang. Siri, sure, kaya lang. Good, alright. Ganun pala, ganun ka pa din. It's been a while na. Thank you, Joe. Glad you're here. Alright, see you guys Saturday, 8 p.m. We'll talk about Photoshop Essentials. And if you have any questions, type them in the comment section so that we can answer them in a future video. Bye-bye.